So even the babies know. All right. I'm almost done. So I'm going to look at if hip-hop is dead, East Coast, West Coast, Mid-South, Midwest, Dirty South, International. I want to show you some of the images. You got a chance to take?
Yeah.
All right, chance to take. Or are we coming into something new? And I'm not going to get into it again. We already explained, can we do it again? At the present time, no. The situations is not the same as they were then, which birthed hip-hop to what's going on now. Now niggas is high on the hog, niggas got rings and watches. So there's no need for them to tap into that, because when you put pressure on the coal, you get the diamond. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no more pressure on us no more. We rich, or so to speak. So there's no more pressure. The diamond is not being, brought to the surface anymore. All right, we'll start on the East Coast. Since this is the so-called birthplace of hip-hop, I already talked about Jay-Z. Now, Jay-Z feels that what Jay-Z is doing, Jay-Z is heavy into his legacy. So he'll do things just to be the first one to do things, because he's concerned about his legacy. Now, remember, he's always been compared to Biggie, but Biggie always had Tupac. You can't say Biggie without saying Tupac. You follow what I'm saying? It's kind of synonymous now. You can't say George W. Bush Sr. without saying Saddam Hussein. You can't say George Bush, the one that's in the White House now, without saying Bin Laden. Understand it's all connected. When you think about Batman, you think about Robin. You know what I'm saying? It's just like peanut butter and jelly. How you gonna say peanut butter without jelly? So, Biggie had Tupac as a nemesis. Jay-Z had no one. So he fabricated Nas. He beefed with Nas. He created the whole beef with Nas, again, just so he could outdo Biggie. He wanted to have somebody. So now when you say Jay-Z, you gotta say Nas. You have to. Because they're in the same, they went to war, so to speak. Now they together. Even them being together, I broke that down earlier, but even them being together is something that Biggie never did. Biggie and Tupac never got together because they were both gunned down. Who knows where they would have been or what unity they could have brought about with our people, and understand the enemy can't deal with unity. So everything must stay divisive. Now we know Tupac was not killed over some rap beef. Tupac was a revolutionary. Bottom line, hands down. His family was Black Panthers. All up and down. And the way they play the game, they kill your kids 10 years from now. So if they want to get you, if they can't get you now, they may get you 10 years from now. They'll kill the seeds because they know within the DNA is still encoded on what you're supposed to do. You still have instructions. If I'm a warrior and my wife is a warrior and we have a child, that child is going to be a warrior because it's in the child's DNA to do so. The child needs to just be protected and guarded so the child can come into his own. Tupac started coming into his own. He did a lot of thug stuff, but he knew who his people was. That song, Dear Mama, shows you right there, he understood the balance of what was going on. I looked at him as like a modern day Harriet Tubman, going, into the underground, bringing people out. So the whole thug life thing, yeah, he played the thug, but he was Gemini, so he had the dual personalities. So he went from the thug, but he also was dealing with things in a higher vibration to free his people. Always kept his people in mind at all times. So they can make it look like it was a rap beef because it's convenient to do so. Nothing to do with hip-hop whatsoever, except for the simple fact he was using hip-hop as a vehicle now to spread his message. So now he was able to ride the frequency of hip-hop and use it for what it was supposed to be used for. And that was to raise our people up. Biggie fat ass just died. There was nothing spiritual about that ham hock eating mama, period. I'm just gonna keep it real, and I love his music. I'm just keeping it real. He was just a victim of circumstance. And they can make it seem like it was an East Coast, West Coast thing. Once they got Pac, that's all they needed. But Biggie represented or had potential, because we all have potential to move from negative to positive. If you're doing something negative now, don't mean you can't be doing something positive tomorrow. So Biggie represented potential. He represented the possibility that if he stepped over the line, and I've said this before, and decided he wanted to get conscious or get spiritual, he could have been the next Tupac, because lyrically he was a beast. We all agree on that. Lyrically his was upstairs. So, but he just didn't have enough schooling, it wasn't in his DNA to do what Tupac was doing. All right? So Jay-Z is fascinated with his own self. This comeback album, anybody heard this? Garbage. Garbage. Pure garbage. I mean, and I say that because I love Jay-Z's music overall, but if you came back for this, you came back just to cash another check. That is it. And messing with Beyonce, screwed that boy up. Getting a little bit of coochie, threw him left. You hear it in his lyrics. He ain't P.I.M.P. no more. He ain't pepping, he ain't sharp on his game. Anybody hear the deja vu rhyme? Down, it got the flow. Already know. What is that? What is that? From some brother who gave you reasonable doubt, whose lyrics was so tight. Listen to that. Also listen to Upgrade You. Listen to them lyrics. Trash. And keep in mind this too, Jay-Z never had a girl before. He's always been a player, so to speak. So all of this, and it's not a bad thing because he's growing up, so to speak. So now he's found love, but it's killing your album, son. Straight up. That's all I want to say about that. Of course, 50 Cent, he moved a lot of units. He generates a lot of beef, of course, we know, to generate his sales. I'm curious to find out who he's going to go after next, because he got a new album coming out in January or February. We know he don't make no moves unless he generates. Yes? Yes, he dissed Oprah Winfrey. He called her an Oreo. He said she was black on the outside and white on the inside because she caters to white women's issues. And that, Oprah doesn't put a lot of, Oprah, she deal with women's issues. That's why Oprah is there. You know what I'm saying? And if rappers are going to disrespect women, you're not going to be on her show. I don't have no problems with that. You follow what I'm saying? She's saying clean your act up because I'm not going to have you come on and disrespect women. Now, are white women watching her show? All day. All day, every day. Is she the black Aunt Jemima? Yes, she is. That too. I don't give a shit, Oprah. I know I ain't coming on your show. Tell it like it is. You follow what I'm saying? But I'm not going to fault her for not bringing on these rappers who can come with their pants down saying, yeah, I'm saying Oprah, cause shit, just think about my next album, shit, Oh, who wants to hear that? I don't. So he's got beef with her for some other reason. She won't bring him on her show, whatever the case may be. A lot of them rappers try. Oprah got more money. Oprah will wipe all their asses out. She'll get on the phone and say, in all of their careers, yeah. Shit'll be over with. Because Oprah generates, if Oprah's a billionaire, how much money has she generated for the people who own her? Don't think she owns herself. Listen, you gotta stop thinking on the mundane and what you see. There's always somebody behind the scenes, because those in real power don't want to be seen. They let you get all that shine and up front. They don't care about none of that. They care about this. And as long as Oprah's, I need to come over here because I need to talk to y'all too. I don't want to think y'all I'm just, doing a lecture over here and shit. But once the only language white people understand is money. That is their God. And I'm telling you, they will kill one of their own kids if money get raggedy. They were like, anybody think anybody miss little tiny ass? They pull a straw. It's time you drew the small straw. You gotta go. They kill his ass for the damn insurance money. They do it. Fat Joe. Now, Fat Joe's music, a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. He represents the Bronx, where hip hop started. So he has heavy burdens on his shoulder, and in my opinion, he ain't living up to that full potential. If you come out of the birthplace of hip hop, you need to represent hip hop on a whole nother level. It's like if I'm coming to you from the land of Atlantis and I'm not bringing you no spiritual energy and magic, what good am I? How can we use you as a reflection of what Atlantis used to be? So you also have to rep that. But I'm just showing you some East Coast rappers. We're gonna get into some, okay, Nas. I love Nas to death, one of my favorite rappers. Don't mean I can't talk about him though. I was telling some other people, I love Michael Jordan, one of the best players ever, but his ass was a nut. And he had the lowest shooting percentage in NBA history. And he was about himself. He shot the ball. I'm like, nigga, pass the ball. I know you Michael Jordan, but pass the damn ball. don't mean I can't talk about them because we decoding and breaking things down. Nas, I love you to death. You want to shoot a fair one, we can do it. The whole 9 yards, you my boy, but I gotta get in your ass with this hip hop is dead thing. I want to know where you going with it. Is it just to spark conversation or to catapult you? And we went into that in the first half. For those who just got here, you got to get the DVD. We broke it down metaphysically what that's all about. So I'm not going to repeat that. Jim Jones, ballin'. Ballin'. Nigga name is Jim Jones. Kill all them people with that damn Kool-Aid. And he got something now called purple scissor. You can't make this up. You can't. So the nigga name is Jim Jones. That's like me naming myself Manson. Charles Manson. You follow what I'm saying? It's the same concept. So when you take on these names have vibrations and energy to them. Now if you create your own energy, because your name is something we ain't never heard about, you may, but when you, that shit is already out there, Jim Jones. When I think of Jim Jones, I think of dead people. And is he waking our people up, or is he help putting our people to sleep? Ballin'! All right. Diddy. Now, I don't necessarily call all of these people real hip-hop. Let me say that. But I can't infuse my own personal opinion too much, because then I become biased. So I have to show Diddy, because Diddy played a major role in hip-hop. And, you know, bringing them samples early on, and when Bad Boy was in his prime, bringing and fusing in them that energy from that music from years ago into what's going on now. You see what I'm saying? And he made a lot of money doing it. But once he picked up the microphone, hip-hop was dead. Just showing you points of reference when hip-hop started dying. When this nigga picked up the microphone, that was the first sign that hip-hop was about to die. Because play your role, Playboy. If I'm the point guard, you know what I'm saying? I'm the point guard. Stay down there, big man, I'm gonna get you to rock. Don't come up here and try to dribble the ball. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? So this is one of the telltale signs of when this shit started to die. Hustle Simmons, or Russell Simmons. Hustle, Russell, same shit. The godfather of the matrix of hip hop. Understand, he saw an opportunity and took advantage. This is when it started becoming a commercial entity. Remember, he had Run DMC hold up the Adidas at Madison Square Garden. I was there. You follow what I'm saying? And all them white executives saw all those black kids with those Adidas on, and they all held them up. So it's like if I'm closing a deal with you and you're not too sure. You're like, look, Doc, I don't really know if that's gonna be. I said, all right, come to my show. You come to my show and I make everybody hold up their Adidas. And then I look over at you and you like this, oh yeah. Time to get paid, because you just demonstrated the power. The economic power, and you're talking about white people's God when you talk about money. So you just showed that their God lives, on, and that they can use us and our energy to further put them closer to their God, all right? And now he's in Africa now, fighting the diamond industry. So he went over to Africa. Now you know them blood diamonds, that's a Syrian, yeah. Now he went over to Africa. Remember, Jay-Z just came from Africa on the water mission. Also, I got some pictures of Jay-Z. I didn't bring them with me. On some of the clothes he was wearing when he was out there. They put the turban on him on some Moorish type stuff. He had a jacket that had a Shriner's sword on it. And you know, you're dealing with Masons when you deal with the Shriner's sword, and you under the sword and you must keep the secret. And he had skull and bones on his damn pants. The skull and bones symbol, you know, that's George Bush and them boys. And he did a commercial with Anheuser-Busch. Maybe a connection, maybe not. And he also made reference to him being like Bush. And him and Nas got a song called Black Republican. Might all be connected, might just be arbitrary. Just letting you know. He's part of the United Nations now? Oh, he's part of the United Nations now. So Russell decided to go over and find out what was going on with the blood diamonds. You know, a lot of our brothers and sisters over there dying for some shit that's in the ground, some rocks that they made into some precious stone. Shit is a rock. It's not gonna change my life or your life. When the shit can drive the car and feed the babies, then I want a diamond. Other than that, it's a damn rock. So he went over and came back and said that it ain't as bad as we think it is. That brothers and sisters over there are not dying, and that the diamond industry is a good thing. Understand, when they send their agents come back to report, and their agents come back to report what they want you to know. And then we believe it because Russell Simmons said it. That's the way that works. Or if Jay-Z said this, then this must be real. If all our black entertainers get on and start saying we need to stop AIDS, we need to stop AIDS, then AIDS must be real. I don't know nobody dying from AIDS. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I don't know nobody dying from AIDS. Don't believe the hype. Okay, these are some of the more underground rappers. Immortal Technique, one of the baddest MCs you're gonna ever meet. Revolutionary MC, look at his demeanor. Everything about this brother is a revolutionary MC. And you know how many labels been trying to sign him? And he keep telling them this: fuck you, I don't need your money. I sell 10, 20,000 units on my own. And I don't know about you, but that's good money. That's real good money. Immortal Technique. Yes. And if you can sell, listen, if I can sell 10,000 units at $5 a pop, that's 50 grand. What more do you need? And you bring out an album twice a year on your own, can say what you want to say, how you want to say it. But see, a lot of them brothers are moving units on their own, and they trade all that in, sign with them bigger labels, and get jerked. Because they want exposure. It's not necessarily about the money. They want to be relevant in the matrix. Because if you do not exist on television, you do not exist. You are a loser. Your life means nothing. This is why a chick can get on the Flavor of Love show and take a shit. Shit. Now I said I know. Oh, I said hold on. See, they do that also to test the pulse of black people. How are we gonna respond to that? And that's what they do. They check our pulse. Oh, these niggas are still dead. Probably not one letter to Viacom. We didn't boycott or do nothing. But she is relevant now because she took a shit on the floor. She exists. We don't. Okay. Papoose, another rapper coming out of New York City. This brother has an old soul. All of his music is infused with all kind of funk, all kind of, he has the DNA of that real hip hop still in his blood. And I'm big up that brother. He may not move a lot of units. We're not talking about units. The commercial aspect of hip hop, the matrix, is something else. You follow? Real brothers is doing real things. And I bear witness because I heard some stuff today that blew my mind.
Could you say his name one more time?
Papoose. P-A-P-O-O-S-E. Papoose. Saigon, another young brother coming up out of New York City. Another conscious brother spitting it, bringing back that fire to MCing, to lyricism. So hip hop is not dead. The commercial aspect, dead. Real brothers who are wielding their magic, still alive. Man, when I was doing hip hop, I was so in love. It had nothing to do with money whatsoever. You just get on the corner and trade bars with another brother. Exchange your lyrical flow, keep yourself sharp. I was like a samurai waiting for some sucker to come test me. You follow? And y'all exchange lyrical, y'all do lyrical battle with each other, and then say peace. And move on to the next brother who want to get it on, and I'm laying in the cut. He don't know I'm watching him, but I see him approach me, and he want to spit because he heard my reputation or how I get down, and we engage in battle for 16, 32 bars, whatever the case may be, and then peace. I learned something from you, you learned something from me. Real hip hop, all right? That's what that's all about. Now we'll move to the West Coast. Game. Anybody like Game? Anybody like Game? Game's music? Nobody? All right, Game's all right. Game's all right. He needs to get his own identity right now. That's a part of his problem. He's trying to be a little bit of everybody. I guess that's why his name is Game. He's maybe encompassing the game or something. Because it is a game. When you start moving up in the corporate level, it's just one big game being played. He said he listened to about 30 albums or some shit and became Game. This brother's out here been rapping all their life. And they don't have a shot. But he represents West Coast hip hop right now. You follow? And he had a butterfly on his face one time, and then he was on that show. You know he was on that show, Change Your Heart. He was on that show. That girl did dump his ass. He put up his shit and said, y'all want to stay together? She said, nigga, change your heart. I thought that was funny as shit. Snoop Doggy Dogg. You know, he came on one of those music awards with 2 women on dog chains. Nobody said nothing. Dog chains, nobody said nothing. He represents the pimp aspect of hip-hop and also the West Coast. Lately, he's been in a lot of trouble. They keep arresting him lately for a lot of stuff. Maybe his contract with them is up. Maybe they're ready to remove him from the equation because he's an agent. They're all agents at this level. You're either an agent or an asset. What I mean by asset, you could be doing the work of the devil and not know. But as long as you're doing the work of the devil, you're an asset to us. Or you could be a straight-up agent. Because at one point, he couldn't get arrested for nothing. Now, all of a sudden, you're getting arrested for shit you do. Bag of weed, got the gun up under the... That shit they do all day. So maybe they trying to eliminate him. They don't need him no more. They got game out there. You follow what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you playing this chess game, and I go in my book, I got the game of hip-hop is like the game of chess, and I show you the multiple layers, because they don't play chess on one level. That's one-dimensional. They got 3 levels of chess going at the same time. So you could be a king on one level, a bishop on another level, and a pawn on an even higher level of the game. So on one level or the lower level, Russell Simmons may seem like he's the king, or Diddy may seem like they're the king on the lower level where all the niggas is going on. But the further and further you move up, his power is lessened and lessened. And then in the higher, greater spectrum, he's just a pawn, used by those who really pulling strings to control more niggas. All right? Ice-T, we just mentioned, nigga came out with Cop Killer, now he a cop. And I know people saying, but it's just on TV. No, it's not just on TV. It's the perception that counts. That shit is real to them. That's how they tell their stories in Hollywood, on television. That's how they make things unreal, real, because we buy into them. This is how they communicate and talk to each other. So they just took a vortex of energy, put it like this, if a butterfly flaps his wings, it could cause an earthquake on the other side of the world. If I throw a quarter or a rock in the water and them ripples go all the way out, they never stop. So understand what you do in 1988 will affect what goes on in 2008. So you gotta watch what you do. You follow? However, they can reverse that energy by making the shit do something totally different than what it's supposed to do. So if his energy was whirling this way, cop killer, make the nigga a cop. And let's laugh at his ass. And kill the energy, so by the time we get to 2008, that energy is dead. Same thing with Public Enemy. They use Flavor Flav to eliminate everything Public Enemy has ever done. I can't listen to the music the same way. In this day and time, how do my kids, I'm trying to introduce my son to Public Enemy, and all he can think about is Flavor Flav. You see what I'm saying? You know how you want to introduce your son to something classic? Yo, son, this Public Enemy shit is for you. It's real. And all he think about is Flavor Flav. Just negate Professor Griff. Just negate Chuck D and what they did when they was fighting the power. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be careful because they have ways, and that's magic how they do that. All right? They can do something in the future that affects the past. And we always think it's the other way around. Do something in the past, affect the future. No, they got things twisted. They do something in the future, like bring out Flavor of Love and affect my whole, they just erased my whole data bank of what Public Enemy was about. Just that quick, because I can't get Flavor Flav out of my mind. Okay, that's the Grand Dragon. It's the top of all top, the high priest in hip hop. Dr. Dre, the high priest. If he say it goes in hip hop. And he's also up there with the elite. He makes a lot, and he's a genius. Let me say that in the camera in case you get the tape, Dre. I'll box your ass too. All right? I understand musically you are a genius. And what you do musically is genius. However, all that stuff you mixing with it and how they using you, very ungenius-like. You're an agent, bottom line. And he started 3 empires. All right? He started NWA. And that whole Ruthless thing, that was the driving force. Niggas for Life album was crazy. The production of it was off the hook. Then they stole his ass and he started Death Row. Made them millions and millions of dollars. Then they stole his ass and made Aftermath. Millions and millions of dollars. So Dre is a very, very key component. The beat maker is key. I break that down in my book. I got a pyramid to show you. Right after the CEO is the producer. He's more important than the rapper. I can find a rapper on any corner. If my beats is banging, we gonna get paid. So, just showing you some. Oh, Ice Cube, as we mentioned, revolutionary, gangster rapper, comedian. Big money being made right now. Is this hip hop? I don't know. I mean, is this aspect of hip hop dead? Once you start cashing $1 million checks. Now, I gotta mention this because, like I said, my mind is all over the place, but I gotta mention this. If somebody throw $100 million your way, you don't know how you're gonna respond to that. You really don't. It's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback and say what you would have did when the game was on the line. $100 million? Shit, niggas' minds change because you able to rationalize shit that you couldn't rationalize. You can rationalize anything you want to rationalize. You can make a goddamn circle fit into a square peg. And the shit seems impossible. You start thinking about the shit, now the damn circle is in the square. That's the way that works, by how we think. How many mothers know that their kids is out there selling drugs? Because the kid coming in with so much money that the moms are saying, damn, we got all this new furniture, we got new cars. I know his ass is selling drugs. But do the mother turn him in or say you should stop? No. Because money will do that to you. Money will throw you left. I mention that because a lot of these young rappers are taking a defensive stand saying, hip hop is alive, you're not gonna take this away from me, because they don't wanna be hungry no more. And this is their meal ticket. And if you've never been hungry in your life, you don't know how you're gonna respond when steaks are being thrown on the grill. You just don't know how you're gonna respond. It's easy for somebody who ain't got it to say, no, I do this and I do that. $100 million? Jay-Z is worth $340 million. P. Diddy, $346 million. Russell Simmons, $300 million. That's $1 billion right there. Between them three. You think they give a shit about what we in here talking about? No. You know what I'm saying? And if I had 300 million, I might not be in this motherfucker with y'all either. I would look all that spiritual shit I was talking, dead it. It's all about get money, get your money, cash in. I was out of my mind coming and try to wake you people up. You never really know. So a lot of these, but that's why I said, what does hip hop mean to you? It means something different to everybody, to different people. Those who was in hip hop from the beginning, it means something spiritual. It means, for those who got in it late and figured it was a way out of the hood, it means something monetary to them. You messing with my money. You follow what I'm saying? And if you're gonna mess with my money, then you messing with my livelihood. For those who are lazy, who don't want to go out and get a job and this and that, and rather just sit home and write 16 bars and think that's their ticket out of the hood, it's their ticket out of the hood. Hip-hop means so many different things to so many different people, and I want to stress that because this is the mentality of our youth. This is what's going on in their mind. Nah, son, I ain't gonna go get a job, go to school. Nah, son, spin rhymes, yo. Spin rhymes. And that's their meal ticket out of the hood. And only a few of them actually make it, but you can't tell them that. They still gonna go for it. This is what their vision is. They would rather do that than go to school. And I don't blame them. School will kill you. I hate to say it. I know it's a lot of little kids here, but going to school will only make you dumb. If you're not using it to your benefit. If you're gonna go in there and just be programmed and things of that nature, then you just come out and be a robot. And the more and more you advance, the more deeper programming is involved. When you get through the 12-step program, first grade through 12, you move on to advanced programming. This is why you have to write your thesis and all this old shit. When you want to get your master's in doctrine, they want to make sure, oh, all right, this nigga, he know the program. So when you go out and teach, you become a mini programmer. Okay? Education is big. This is why in New York or all throughout the United States, most of the school teachers Jewish ladies, but no Jews go to school. Shit is crazy. and you off on so many Jewish holidays, but none of them go to your school. They run that school system. They have to put them agents in place because they understand the importance of our education. So I was speaking with the system. We talk about how the youth who are so advanced got to be dumbed down to some rudimentary nonsense, and this is why our kids are acting up the way they're acting up. It's not that they can't keep up. It's just that they know that this is bullshit. And they looking at you like this is bullshit. I dropped out in the 10th grade because I knew it was some bullshit. I come to school bombed up, smoke a little herb, go hang out with the teacher, be like, yo, why you teaching me this bullshit? Every day, and he passed me and pulled me off to the side and even told me this is what I have to do. But he knew what I was talking about was the truth. They was teaching me how to fix manual typewriters, but in the world they're using electrical typewriters. I could never fathom why you teaching me some backward shit. I'm gonna have to come out and go back to school and learn how to make electrical typewriters. So you're wasting my time. And with the history, I've always known my history somewhat, so I challenge them, but I'd be bombed up. And then I said, you know what, this is just a waste. Forget about it. You follow me? Education is free. Don't ever forget that. Malcolm X, 7th grade. Elijah Muhammad, 3rd grade. He taught Malcolm X. You follow what I'm saying? So understand, I'm not telling you young ones not to go to school. Go to school, but understand how to play the game. Never let no one kill your spirit. Education means to draw that which is already out of you. It means to draw out. You already have the code. You already know. And if school is not gonna, and I say this because the way our ancestors taught was different. If I wanted to learn about the birds and the bees, the elder might walk you through the park and tell you to pick up 7 rocks. And you say this shit don't make no sense, Grandpa. Pick up the 7 rocks out the street, boy, and you pick up the 7 rocks, and then you carry the 7 rocks to the water, and you drop them in the water, and you still don't get it. And he's still saying, well, go now and take 5 leaves off a tree. It's because the way we taught was so advanced. But when you got the whole picture, the whole story, you said, oh, that's what the birds and the bees mean. You follow? It's not meant to make sense on a mundane level. We're talking about advanced beings. You are these advanced beings. So we can't fault our children for not going to school, but if we don't make viable options for them, then we gotta send them. You follow me? And we don't create other ways to teach them, because I was telling the sister also, I used to teach, I cleared out my whole living room and took about 8 to 10 kids, they was about 12 years old at the time, and I used to teach them out of my apartment. And my boy taught science, my other boy taught math, because that's what they was good at. I taught the X-Files. And they was like, the X-Files? Yeah, and they go, let's learn the X-Files. And every day I would teach them something real strange and bizarre, or what appeared to be strange and bizarre. I was teaching them about melanin, astrology, numerology, to the point where their parents would come to me and say, what are you teaching my kids? Because they saw the spark in the children. I was teaching them stuff that I didn't even know if it was true or not, because whether it's true or not was irrelevant. What was relevant is that we was forcing them to use their brains and get out of the box that they're normally programmed to think in. By the way, each and every one of them are in college right now. You follow what I'm saying? They all come and they thank me from time to time because I was teaching them something out of the box. You know, training them to think for themselves. So that's critical. All right, this is the one who started it all, so to speak. We know Harry O gave him that money. And he shafted Harry O and them boys. We know this. He said it himself damn near in the credits and all that old kind of stuff. But Suge is on the West Coast, but Russell was on the East Coast. He was the one in control of what was going to come out of the West Coast and so forth and so on. He's been kind of quiet lately. That worries me. Quiet niggas you gotta watch. Because real, you know, gangsters move in silence. So he may be plotting his next move. All right, Midwest, Twister. He been rhyming for years, his own little style. Never even gave up on his style. Been rhyming the same way for 15 years. And finally his time came, he puts out, I love, these next brothers and sisters I'm gonna introduce, the Midwest is what's going on right now. They're the ones who are holding the code of what hip hop is, in my personal opinion. Lupe Fiasco. This guy got the best album in the last 10 years. Nobody really heard of him. Jay-Z executive produced the album. See, Jay's a businessman. Say what you want to say, but he understands when he not hot, he don't give a shit. Whatever is hot, I gotta invest my money in, because that's what's hot. So whether the market is good or bad, I'm gonna make my money. Jay-Z recognized the genius in this dude. Lupe Fiasco. Common. I love Common's music. You know what I'm saying? Common is a spiritual brother putting down very positive messages. All of this is out of Chicago. It's like they picked the ball up where the East Coast dropped it. Kanye, I go in deep on Kanye in my book. You gotta get the book. I go in on him. But musically speaking, I don't have any problems. He's a goddamn genius. He can see sound. He literally, when he looks at people, he could see what notes that they represent. That's crazy. He could take them 4 chairs and go, he just sees it that way. And he manifests his music that way. Very key. The brat, I want to show a little female. I don't want to be biased. Nigga don't like women and shit. Love women. Show the brat. Okay, Chingy. Chingy. Nelly. He swiped that credit card down that girl's ass. Anybody see that? In the tip drill? The most degrading thing I ever seen. And I'm a guy. You know, niggas gonna be niggas. Like, damn, son. I was like, God damn, son. I was just kind of like overboard. I don't mind seeing some ass flap in the video. You know, fellas, let's keep it real. Y'all wanna be all, no, I would never watch a video, girl's ass out. Okay, however, that was extreme. A credit card down the crack of her ass, all right? Nelly.
And he tried to battle KRS. Oh.
And he disrespected KRS, or tried to. Step into the teacher. Shame on you. Yes. He representing the agents coming out of St. Louis. All right? So, they got points of reference all over the place. New York, LA, Chicago, wherever shit is going on, they got a point man there. Just calling our point man, see what's good. Niggas is getting rebel roused. All right, send our point man in, hit the stage, do a press conference to put these niggas back on track. You know what I'm saying? And they all do them AIDS commercials and shit, you know. All right, Rhyme Fest, also out of Chicago. A lot of people haven't heard of Rhyme Fest. Another good brother coming out of, you know, Chicago. Chicago is got it going on right now. They're the ones with the magic right now. And quiet as kept, Toronto. I'ma say that based off what I heard today that was just magic for me, all right? Oh yeah! We going to the dirty South now. We going to the South Gate, okay? North Gate, South Gate, so you can get a lot of sexual energy from the South or the South Gate, metaphysically speaking, right? Anybody ever seen his high school picture? I should have put it up here. This is what hip-hop would do for you. Change you around, make you somebody relevant. This nigga high school pictures look like one of them kids you would have just walked by and just smacked him on the back of his neck. You know what I'm saying? Just like nerds, some nerds you just gotta just, nigga, ah. And then all of a sudden you making all this money, I'll go down and rob your ass, nigga. Don't front, nigga. You know I used to steal your lunch money, nigga. Ain't nothing changed, nigga. Ain't nothing changed. Jermaine Dupri, that nigga gotta be about that high. You can't know by videos. I like Jermaine Dupri's mindset in terms of how he construct, but he's the point man out in Atlanta. He's the one who really finalizes and say what goes and what don't go out in Atlanta. He's been doing it for a long time. Since Jump, what's the name of it? Crisscross niggas. He was raping them niggas from back then. Not literally, not saying literally, but he the one who was making the money off them niggas back in the day. No, I think he just got fired. He just got fired because he did, Janet Jackson is his girl, and he screwed up her album because he tried to make a black album, and Janet ain't black. Shit, if Michael ain't black, Janet ain't black. Let's keep that real. Meaning her audience. Her audience is not really, she sings really light, little pop songs. She's a pop artist, is what I'm basically trying to say. He tried to make a straight up crunk black album, and it didn't sell. So he got in trouble for that. I think this is them Franchise Boys. Yeah, them Franchise Boys. Didn't they make the White Tee or something? Or what song they made that was Lean With It? This shit. And it's funny because that shit brought a whole bunch of things about. Lean With It became Shoulder Lean, Lean Back from Fat Joe, walk it out. Now they walking it out. Soon they gonna be pop your neck. Pop your neck. That's gonna be my new song. Pop your neck. Just pop your neck. I mean, it tailspin into something else. But that's just goes to show you the cookie cutter mentality. Something that's hot, they gonna come out with something similar. Lean with it, then they gonna shoulder lean and walk it out and pop your neck and all this old shit. There's Lil Wayne, the tongue kisser. I can't even explain that to my kids. I'm like, see, cause what? See, that's like a macho. Oh man, that's just some faggot shit. I can't even, you can't even try to put no twist on it, man. And there's the Birdman, that's his father and shit, the Birdman and shit. Throwing up them symbols and shit. And remember, at the minute, or when Lil Wayne's real father died, he took him under his wing. And you gotta watch that, because you get a lot of sexual predators who do that kind of thing. Don't worry about you, I'm your father now. That's what he told him, I'm your father now, nigga. Just keeping it real. Ludacris, one of my favorite from the Dirty South. Lyrically, Luda goes in, but he just cut his braids. Now, why did he cut his braids? Huh? That's what it was. He sold out, so now he want to be Hollywood. He want to get acting jobs, and he cut his strength. Samson just cut his strength. Now we need to see how he do. I guess Oprah really pissed him off because she had him on the show and ignored his ass. And that pissed his ass off, and he wants to show that he's a relevant actor, which he might be, I really don't know. But he cut his braids not because he felt it was time for me to cut my braids or a spiritual reason like I'm making a spiritual transition. He cut his shit to get a job. Granted, he already worth millions. It ain't like the nigga is working at McDonald's and they saying, look, cut your job, your braids, you become the manager. I might be able to understand that, you trying to come up. This nigga already worth millions. All right, but he want to be more in Hollywood because you relevant when you on TV. That's what this shit is about. Take a shit on the floor, you get prime time. Come teach your people, and they might flash the camera by real quick. T.I., King of the South. He puts out good music. Just showing you some of the energy that's going on in the Dirty South. These brothers here is what's popping out in the Dirty South. I like T.I.'s music. Young Jeezy. He just got in a beef with Nas. He said, if Nas think hip-hop is dead, tell Nas to come see me. Because Nas ain't never bust no guns. Nas ain't never been on the street. Nas ain't do no time. Since when did hip-hop mean you had to do all that? I just showed you an era in hip-hop when none of these niggas was in jail. None of these niggas was busting guns. They wasn't doing none of that, and it was the most powerful music you ever heard. Since when hip-hop became your street credibility? But like I said, hip-hop means different things to different people, all depending on where you came in on the timeline. You follow? If you from the crack era when crack was hitting and it was all about getting money, your lyrics became about getting money because that's all you know. That's all you were surrounded with. If you came in before that time during the Black Panther Party, during our struggle, your music had more of that essence about getting our people and struggling. If you in it now, it's all about thug. Follow what I'm saying? And degrading, the further and further you degrade the woman, the more higher and higher you go up. So that's what it's about now. So a lot of the rappers that come in now, they talk about how much weight they moving, they busting their guns, and they don't give a shit about no hoes. Hoes down, G's up. Hoes down, G's up. Now, fellas, I'm cool to hang out with the fellas and all of that. But when it comes time to get it on, niggas bye. Wifey said to bring my ass home, nigga. There's some treats must be gonna take place in the crib, nigga. I see y'all niggas let her never hose down, G's up. I wanna be with the fellas and shit. I'm hanging with the fellas. Fuck that. Really? See y'all niggas later. Okay, Young Jock, he came out with It's Going Down. Meet me in the trail. It's going down. Oh, let's talk about Jibs. This is where hip hop is now. Let your chain swing low. Let the chain swing low. First of all, that's an old Coon song called Zip Coon, like a Sambo blackface song. That's the melody. That's where that melody is from. All right, so now he's flipped it around. Go ahead, bro.
That's what the ice cream truck plays when the kids come right up.
And that's what the ice cream truck plays when the kids come up. It's a blackface song. It's called Zip Coon. Okay? It used to be one of those slave songs and shit like that. All he did is change the words and make your chain swing low. You follow? We went from Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Keep staring. As soon as you suddenly see a star, you better follow him because it's the R. Are we moving forward or are we moving backwards? You follow what I'm saying? So we're examining the depth of hip hop. We're showing you that now it's really stagnant. It's not moving forward. Brothers are not coming out of the box. I love Nas Barkley. That shit was a beautiful album because at least it took you out of the box and it outsold Busta Rhymes. Whenever a Nas Barkley album's outselling Busta Rhymes, this is an indication that the people are tired. And Busta Rhymes' album was produced by all the greatest, Dr. Dre, and this one and that one, and Nas Barkley came along and outsold that shit. All right, so let's keep that in mind. Laffy Taffy. Shake that Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. Shake that. And the chorus was dun 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 dun. That was the hook. Dun dun dun. You could have cerebral palsy and play that shit. Dun 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 dun. That was the whole song. Shake that Laffy Taffy. Sold a lot of records, and them is grown ass men. Now, if these were kids, I said, all right, the kids came up with a nice little jingle. These niggas older than me. Shake that Laffy Taffy? Just trying to show you when we say hip hop is dead, certain aspects of it is dying before your eyes. All right, and that's it on that particular aspect of it. I was trying to get a picture of